Hey you guys, another beautiful day, another easy yummy meal using cheap everyday ingredients that you can find in your pantry. Today we'll be making a delicious roast chicken in a homemade sauce, a creamy mash, and a simple slaw. Let's get cooking. Start by washing, peeling, and cutting your potatoes into medium cubes. To create an even creamier mash, the potatoes can be cooked whole in their skin or baked whole wrapped in foil paper. This helps the potatoes retain all their starch as they do not come directly into contact with water. I cut mine into smaller pieces to cut down on cooking time. I was hungry and needed to eat, okay? Get those potatoes into a pot. Add some salt for seasoning. And add some water. I used boiling water from a kettle. Bring the potatoes to a boil until they're nice and soft. Using a masher, mash the potatoes until there are no lumps left. My sister prefers to leave a bit of potatoes in there that are not fully mashed. I don't get it. So this is me mashing with everything I've got and mashing and mashing and mashing until there's absolutely no lumps in there. Add a bit of butter, and for cream milk, I like to put mine back on the stove at a very low heat and mix. Alternatively, you can melt your butter and milk in the microwave and pour over the potatoes and they're ready to go. I just prefer it this way. It's easier and faster. You can add cheese and a bit of seasoning. I prefer mine plain. This is a very versatile dish, guys. You can make garlic mash by adding roasted garlic cloves and mashing with the potatoes. A bit of heavy cream can be used together with the butter, but I find that full cream milk works just fine. Whatever works for you, your family, and your bank balance. Feel free to add more milk if you need to, depending on the texture you're looking for. Adjust your seasoning, add some pepper in there if you would like. You can add a bit of cheese depending on whatever your family prefers. My family prefers it plain because our relish is usually on the spicier side, so a plain mash will just balance everything out. So that's it, guys. It's an easy dish to make, I think. I mean, look at that creamy deliciousness, you guys. It's simple, it's creamy, it's delicious. Ugh, it's just perfect. So for the marinade for my chicken, I used the spices that are listed on the screen or the ones you can see in the video. Honestly, guys, there's no wrong way to marinate your meat. You just go for it. Like, everyone has got those nice combinations in their kitchen. Like, just go for it. Just put everything in there until you hear your ancestors whispering, "That's enough, my child." So yeah, that's my meat already marinated. You can add a bit of acidity to help break down the meat. It makes it a bit more tender. Add some lemon or vinegar in there. Let it rest for a few hours. If you can, marinate it the day before and let it rest overnight. It will make the most tender chicken ever. Get the chicken into the air fryer. I usually put it at around 200 degrees for 15 minutes. And then halfway through, I like to stop the air fryer and turn my meat. Make sure that it's cooking evenly. Alternatively, you can use an oven. Just put it in the oven, grill it in the oven. Just do whatever you have to do, guys. The air fryer is a great gadget to have. It's so easy to use, so I just prefer it that way. So for the sauce, I put some vegetable oil into a pan. You can use olive oil if you have. Then I put some yellow pepper in there. I put some onions in there. Then I let it saute over low heat. I was running out of ingredients when I made this dish, you guys, but you can add as many vegetables as you can in there. You can add some diced carrots. You can use green pepper as well. Add some minced garlic, red pepper as well. Remember, you guys, it's not just about flavor. It needs to look pretty as well. So just make sure that you add a bunch of things in there: red, yellow, and green pepper, plus the onions. If you've got red onions as well, add the garlics and the ginger for the flavor, the diced carrots. Then also, when you're adding your vegetables, make sure you start with the ones that take the longest to cook. For example, if I were to add some chopped green beans and carrots in there, I would probably start with those and then add the onions and the peppers and everything else in that order. Just make sure that you know which ones cook first, and then you start with those. Then you let it saute for a few minutes until everything is ready. Remember, you guys, when you saute vegetables, it releases the flavor, unlike if you're just adding them into some liquid. It's different. So then I started adding some sauces. I added some chili sauce. Remember, you guys, I didn't have much ingredients, so I was just working with whatever I had. Then I added some sweet chili sauce just to balance it out. I was just adding whatever I had in my pantry. It turned out nice, I promise. Then I added some sticky barbecue sauce. It just gives it color, it gives it a bit of flavor, it has that stickiness, it coats well on the meat. So it's a great sauce to use if you have. Then I also added some, whatever that sauce is called, Worcestershire sauce. Who named it? I have no idea. Petition to rename the sauce, you guys. Who is responsible for naming the sauce? Anyway, let's mix, you guys. Let's mix everything together. Oh, by the way, I was gonna say, I had a sister who had some kids. To hide a bit of vegetables in there, she used to blend the vegetables. She used to blend some carrots, she used to blend some green peppers, she used to blend baby marrows, cucumbers, and add it together with a bit of the sauces. And her kids never knew there were veggies in there. So just for the moms out there, or rather the parents out there, that's a great way to hide vegetables in there. So then I added a bit of water. Chicken stock would have done the trick even better, but I didn't have that as well. Then add some seasoning. I added paprika, I added black pepper and salt as well. But just make sure that you taste before you add anything more, because it's going to depend on your spice tolerance level, I think. If you like chili things like me, then go ahead, add your chilies, add this and that. Then mix it, you guys. Let it simmer on the stove on low heat. Then add your chicken back in. So to make the slaw, I used grated carrots, I used red cabbage, I used some onions, and I used some tomatoes and a bit of lemon. Honestly, that is all the vegetables I had. I would have loved to have a mixture of the red cabbage with the green and white cabbage. I would have loved to have some cucumbers in there. I would have loved to have a bit of peppers in there. You can add fresh herbs, cilantro, fresh parsley, just add whatever it is that you like, you guys. Get those flavors going, get those colors popping. Make your salad as attractive as you can, make it as flavorful as it can, because vegetables are not very easy to eat. So yeah, I added a little bit of vinaigrette in there just for the flavors. I added some mayonnaise. I didn't have some mustard. I would have loved to add some mustard in there. Then you can mix the slaw until it's all combined. You can also add a bit of salt. You can add a bit of pepper in there, fresh ground black pepper, guys. It's very different from the already crushed store-bought one. If you crush it on your own, it adds a really good flavor to the slaw. Then you mix and put it in the fridge to chill until it's time to serve. Honestly, you can serve whatever salad it is that you like. You can actually serve green salad with mash. It's still okay. Okay, let's dish out and enjoy, you guys. And also, you can make this dish in big batches and portion them out into airtight containers and put them in the fridge. And when you're ready to eat, you can just pop it in the microwave, still in the airtight container, so that you reheat the mash while retaining all the moisture, and it's ready to go. So yeah, it's a quick, easy meal that you can make for your family, especially on days when everyone is at home and you guys just want to have a nice family dinner together. And just remember, you guys, the more veggies they are, the better it is for everyone. Remember, we're living in an era where diabetes, obesity, cardiovascular disease are at an all-time high. So the more we cook at home and try to add all the good stuff, the better it is. So like, comment, and subscribe. And bye, guys. I'll see you in the next video.